I wanted to further my knowledge, gain more experience, understanding, in education and also gain a competitor's edge. So I chose to do my MA at the University of Wolverhampton.
Part of the support from the school was financial. 3 of the modules that the school paid for at the time, the school also supported in terms of books that were available in school and a bit of leeway for tuition time.
We believe that master's qualifications and accreditation gives recognition to teachers and education professionals in their work. It's a sort of professional currency that they can use, obviously on their own CVs, but they can link through to enhance their own practice as teachers. In other words, they can explore their own practice and they can experiment and evaluate new ways of doing things which will enhance their work as a whole.
Being able to have completed my MA really helped me in terms of continuing my professional development, both personally and for the welfare and benefit of the school and staff as a whole. What's been wonderful is going for different positions across the school, so going for my Head of Key Stage 3 position, the Gifted and Talented Coordinator position. Within interviews themselves, it's really helped me to prove what a committed and dedicated individual I actually am, and that I'm worthy of the 2 roles that I was awarded.
The teacher development role that I've started, I've been doing this for 2 years now, so the dissertations and the modules have worked alongside it to a certain degree. To be able to develop and mentor staff is very rewarding actually, and it's also rewarding in seeing their confidence grow and their ability grow. The whole idea of developing staff is so that the students have a good experience, and that's basically what the dissertation is about, even though I won't be interviewing and working with the students directly, but the staff impact on the students is really what counts.
Our participants are able to use their professional experience and improvements they make to that in a way that's informed, rigorous, critical perhaps, but also in a way that can be shared amongst others. Therefore, it's not just themselves that benefit, but the teams within which they work and the community in which they actually operate.
Completing my MA has enabled me to be able to put into practice what my dissertation was really all about, looking at the impact digital technology could have on raising standards in literacy and numeracy. And we were able to take on the challenge of a model that I used in my dissertation to actually look at the arrangement of the current ICT suite and actually look at mobilizing digital technology into all the classrooms.
It was that understanding that I can give something back to them and they can give something to me, which so as a result of providing for me financially, giving me the support that was needed, they were able to benefit from me in terms of leading training sessions, in terms of research that I'd discovered, certainly producing documents that could be kept in the staff room for staff to refer to, for things like governor's reports. So clearly enhanced the school very much so from the research that I was able to conduct.
The biggest impact that the master's degree has had on the school has been me completing the research methods. Part of that assignment was this student satisfaction and looking at student satisfaction of teaching and learning within the sixth form, and that's resulted in an annual survey now of teaching and learning within the sixth form, and that's also resulted in changes to how the sixth form have been taught. So that's made a really positive impact, and we're looking for even better results this year.
The University of Wolverhampton has a tradition of using technology for education purposes. We developed our own virtual learning environment, we have our own webfolio, online portfolio systems, which doesn't only give access to our own internal resources, but also to external ones, databases, evidence bases, electronic journals, e-books that can be accessed from anywhere. And I think that's very important that we have those electronic connections. Staff conduct tutorials by email, by Skype, by phone, but also through the discussion fora and the blogging systems available on the online facilities that we actually offer.
The support I've got through the university has been excellent. I've been in regular contact with my tutors, which have been different for different modules that I've taken part in. each of those tutors has been ready and all too willing to provide feedback on a very quick basis and to give pointers for what it is I need to do in order to improve.
I've had to obviously do distance learning for the most part, so without that support and the online resources that we're able to access, it would have been, impossible really, working full time and having a busy personal life. So to be able to access those resources and know that there's a tutor there that will support you with any concerns has been invaluable really.
I've recently set up a project level qualification 2 through AQA, and this was designed to really challenge the top set Year 9 group that I taught last year. And it's really interesting that these skills from research methods are incorporated into this course. So students are expected to create surveys, questionnaires, consider, the importance of validity, ethical considerations. And so as a result of me doing that to master's level, it's certainly benefited my students in me being able to teach them, very sort of viable skills, very important skills, but in a very competent way.
You never reach a stage where you think that you've arrived, because children are changing, the knowledge is expanding exponentially all the time. So therefore we've got to stay abreast of what's available and what we need to present to children, offer to our learners. So yeah, I think the modules have been very, very helpful in that respect.
I've had many job roles over the last 13 years, but particularly in the last 3 years where I've been sort of looking at continuing with my MA, I have progressed from a senior teacher who supports staff to a teacher development manager and now a curriculum line manager. So I've had 3 big promotions in the space of 3 years, and I do honestly think that the tools that I've had from the course and the university have helped me with my skills to be able to bridge the gap that I've needed to get there.
From a personal point of view, I really feel that the MA programmes enable me to be more confident as a classroom practitioner, and certainly that's what's enabled me to fulfil my role as gifted and talented coordinator with a greater confidence and security in my job role. It's enabled me to stand up and deliver continuing professional development sessions to whole school staff and actually feel confident that I'm standing up and knowing what I'm talking about.
I'll never, ever, ever have been able to do what I have done, say what I have said, walk with the professional confidence if I hadn't done the master's degree.
I feel qualified to do the job. I feel like, I am at the right level of qualification for the job role, and it gives me some security really that I've done things correctly and that I'm working towards the qualification that I need to be able to carry on in a management position and understand the responsibilities that come with that.
The support that I've had at the University of Wolverhampton has been outstanding. It's what's continued to motivate me to carry on because of the support that I've been given, and that's why I'm sitting here today. I couldn't recommend it enough.
I've often been asked whether good teachers are born or whether they're actually made. And I think good teachers can be born. However, time moves on. We develop new understandings about how people learn, we have new technologies, society changes, and therefore the needs of learners, who we're preparing adults of the future very often, also change. So to me, the Masters, the principles underpinning it, that of evidence-based, that of research, rigour, criticality, challenge, they're all what teachers will face in their professional role. And in order to structure that and support that, we should be creating teachers for the future. So they may be born with various attributes, yet I think the made bit is about drawing those out for the benefit of the learners in the future.
An MA in education will ultimately change your life. It will benefit you, it will help to develop you, and you will be proud of yourself once you've achieved it, because you'll see that more doors will open up as a result of it.